I don't understand what the hell you're pointing at. Okay, yeah. We'll bring it in a second. They're quarters. I mean, I'm just going to start and go back into it. I understand. Thank you. I see. I appreciate it.
High points a dime a dozen.
Yeah, we need to fish for low pointers. Guys like Tim.
You get 10
With
points.
15, I'll come back.
Playing with Will and Seth every day. That makes it a little different.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, some real good low pointers.
You ready? Down Gabe here.
Good. 3,
Run down Gabe from high.
2, 1. And welcome back, Josh Fricketta, Chris Hall, right next to me here. It's Quad Rugby, sponsored by Highmark and the Pittsburgh Steelers 31st Annual National Veterans Wheelchair Games, co-presented by the Paralyzed Veterans of America and the Department of Veteran Affairs. Chris, a good first quarter there, Black in the lead, 10-6, and they've really been dominant on offense.
Yeah, we've had no subs. All these guys have got to get their 8 minutes. And it's Scott, Tim, Todd, and Tim again. So we got the two Tims, 4 and 10.
Right.
So it's going to be tough for them to get. I think what they're trying to do is build up a good lead here before they put the rest of the subs in, because those guys are a little bit of weaker players. Looks like we got a sub on yellow though. We've got Steve in, and who's number 1 for yellow here?
Number 1 for yellow
Is
Jose Ortiz.
Jose Ortiz is now in on yellow with Steven on number 00.
Steven Baxter.
They're running, looks like a 3-3-1-1 right now.
It'll be yellow possession here to start the second.
Yeah, which is good for yellow. They need to get a good start here to the second quarter. So hopefully this line helps them out get a couple turnovers and get back in the game.
I've been really impressed with the play of Tim Vixe there, really setting the picks for Severn and setting them for everybody else.
It's much easier to see when you got somebody here that can say, hey man, he's setting these solid picks. And Rob here is just as good. Oh, it looks like we got subs now on black. We got
number 5,
Scott Severn. We've got Rob in here. He's going to be our picker. And number 5, Jeremiah Butler. Jeremiah Butler's the number 3, playing for Augusta. Real smart player. Is very new though.
Black has possession.
That's yellow with possession.
Oh, it's yellow with possession. I'm sorry.
Black dropped into the key, and we actually had a 4th man in the key. That is illegal. That's a penalty on number 11, last one in. Todd. He's going to come over here and visit us in the penalty box.
Todd Kemery. Second time he's visited us.
Todd, second time in the box today. How's that treating you?
I'm guessing not happy.
I'm guessing not well. He gave me a look like he really didn't like that.
So yellow will have possession here, 4 on 3.
Is that a reset?
Yes.
And they get it in.
Lindstrom has the ball in here from Joe. Lindstrom wastes no time for the goal. Todd's back on the court. Penalty's over.
10-7 here, still within that punch.
Oh, Sevron's going to inbound the ball. Looks like they're going to try and run a little give and go here.
Get it to Kemery.
Oh, yeah, there it is.
Severn, and look at that.
And look at the race
wide
between.
open.
Lindstrom's not even going to try and chase him down. He knows once he's got that speed built up, there's no stopping him.
Yes. Almost like a tank when he has that speed going forward.
Yeah, you get the wheel on him, maybe you might stop him, but he's not going to slow down with
And you
just one
definitely don't
guy.
want to get in front of him.
No, you're going to lose your chair that way.
That would be bad news.
We got Joe inbounding to Lindstrom. Joe's going to set the pick on the backside. We got a double. Oh, yeah, Lindstrom breaks out of a double. Goes right around Rob.
Ooh,
Oh, big hit from Sevron and
yeah.
Lindstrom.
Big
Gets
hit
it across
from
half court. That's all we can do. Oh, and this is a fairly new player, too.
Baxter all the way down.
And he's a Pittsburgh native. He's a Pittsburgh boy.
You hear
So
it
you
from
can
the
hear the
background.
crowd, yeah.
You can definitely hear in the background a Pittsburgh native. He's brought the friends and family out
Ball's into Sevron. Lindstrom seals off the right side. But we got to pick up the middle. Jeremiah needs to set a pick here on the backside. And Sevron just out-pushes everybody.
here. Yeah, Baxter got a little bit of contact in there, but even with that just a little bit of contact, he almost fell out of his chair.
Yeah.
And another for Severn,
It
12
doesn't
to
take
8.
much. Here we've got Joe on the inbound again. We've got a double. We've got a triple on Ryan Lindstrom here.
Not letting him really go anywhere.
Ryan would be a much stronger player if we didn't have 3 guys on him.
I think I would agree on that one, too.
We've got Joe following Jose right up the court. Nice long pass up to Steven. Another goal for the Pittsburgh native here.
Possibly, he's going to get a little bit of hurry there. Backside,
Here we go.
Butler's going to try, but he is going to scoot in there for another one. And three people on Lindstrom, I think that seems almost like overkill a little bit.
You know, they were kind of underestimating Steven. They haven't seen him play before. So I really think that's going to be a disadvantage.
And he went
Here's a long pass from Severon. Oh, and a turnover from Severon. Jeremiah should have chased that one down.
Chance to cut this one within 2. Nice cut there. Butler made a nice one. Big hit there from Severon.
They've got 2 on Lindstrom in the backcourt. He needs to get across quick.
He got it over.
Hopefully Joe can scoop this up. Yep, there we go.
Nice job. Nice job.
Joe should have waited on that one. Trying to put it over the top of Severon is just not smart.
And that was the second big hit from Severon in a row.
Looks like we've got black ball because it came off of yellow. Came back off of yellow.
So they cannot capitalize on the turnover. Black will try to get it back and extend the lead to 4.
Black got the inbound here to Severon. He's stuck in that corner. Oh,
is it going to be tough for him to muscle
left
out?
The court. Another turnover.
Great defense there in that corner from
Lindstrom and Joe.
Yep, Lindstrom and Gillickson.
Yep. And the reason they're staying away from the inbounder there, they've got to give him a meter to be able to come on the court.
Okay.
So the ball's into. It looks like we got illegal use of the hands on Todd. He's going to come back and visit us again.
3rd time.
Wow.
I like the move that Yellow did here off that inbounds. They had Baxter kind of sneaking on the backside there. He didn't have a chance really all alone very quickly, but if they continue that, maybe set a back screen for Baxter to kind of go backwards down there.
Fortunately for Todd, we don't have a 3 strike in your out rule.
Yellow to inbound. They get it into Lindstrom.
Up to Lindstrom. They've got a 3-on-4 here, so they're going to take their time. Ryan's not going to make any ill-advised passes, and they're going to try and run some climb on the clock here.
Nice.
And that was almost a penalty goal. If Jeremiah would have left the court there, we would have still had Todd in the box here, and I actually think he did. We got a penalty goal.
Yeah.
So Todd's still in the box. It's 3-on-4.
They blew the whistle just about a hair early there, and I thought that's what that was too.
So now Yellow has got 4 defenders to 3 black players. Jeremiah's made it out. Scott's coming up the middle. Ryan's not going to catch him going backwards. It's over.
I think Lindstrom's a little bit upset and asking how does that happen in a situation like that.
4 guys. How does he get out of there when he's on the baseline with nobody? That's impossible. So if Yellow scores here, Todd will be back in. Nice pick backside by Joe. He's going to follow Steven up the court. Nice steal here by Jose. It's over. So Todd's finally going to get back on the court after a 2-point swing there.
Well, Lindstrom waited for it. I think he tried to bait somebody into that box.
Bait somebody down there, yeah.
So good discipline there by Black by not biting on that play by Lindstrom.
All these players are smart enough.
It's a veteran play too.
Shouldn't be that close to the goal line. Ooh,
nice
big hit by Lindstrom.
Yellow ball. And another turnover from Black. They're making the mental mistakes, Chris. That's going to let Yellow crawl back into this game.
They are. And I hate to say it, but it's coming down to those subs. Not having Tim Vixay out there on the court. And, here comes Tim.
Johnny on the spot. Vixay will come right back in
coming right back on.
And they'll sit Kemery. I think that might be a kind of a thing. Take your mind off things, Todd. Just get a break.
Yeah, he seemed a little upset about the fouls. Give him a little rest. He'll be okay. He'll be ready to come back.
So still 1 sub into the game for Black, as Jeremiah Butler is still in there.
Looks like Jeremiah Butler's kind of setting up in the meter there.
I think everybody's giving Todd a really hard time for all the fouls, because I know on the PA just heard that was one way to keep Todd out of the penalty box. And
See, Jeremiah is not allowed to set up in the meter there. They're trying to double him down low, but he can't set up there in front of the inbounder. Ryan's going to take his time here.
Great job by Baxter there.
Another
putting the body. He put the body on Severin there, and Lindstrom made it in for the score, 13-12, and this is a brand new ball game.
Now Vixay is inbounding, and that's unusual for a low pointer of his caliber to be able to inbound the ball as well as he does. And look at the race between Lindstrom and Severin. Lindstrom's gonna go ahead and get the shield in front. Joe's gonna come up and hit him from behind. He's gonna wait for the pick. Look at Rob coming down court, and we got the seal around the outside by Jeremiah Butler.
It was a great job there. There was 2 picks. The first one came from Vixay, about 15, 20 feet out from the goal.
Then Rob in the middle, and then Jeremiah on the outside. Here's another race. Oh, Lindstrom's going to win this one.
Butler going to try to cut him off too. Lindstrom hits Butler.
Wow.
Great job from Butler.
Nice
but a great pass over to Baxter.
The home court advantage.
And that's a great job from Baxter, not quitting on that play. Lindstrom had a step on Severin, but Butler came from the backside and really stopped Lindstrom in his tracks, and Baxter gets the goal.
They're trying to put the double here on Scott again with Joe and Lindstrom. That leaves really good matchups out here with Steven and Jeremiah and Jose and Rob. So I think this could work if they can run this double. Now we've got Lindstrom off, and they've got a low pointer and Joe on there. So that's actually a better strategy on the part of Yellow.
Scott trying to just muscle his way through this. This is going to be interesting to see how this is going to happen. He's going to have to pass, you assume. Great job there kind of by Lindstrom breaking off.
This is a great
good
double.
defense.
Yeah.
You got to get it over in what, 12 seconds,
12
right, Chris?
seconds, and we're getting close.
It's darn
Time
close.
out.
That's
We got a timeout by Severin, I think.
they call it. I think the near official called
It is a
turnover.
turnover. There was no timeout called.
Opportunity to tie this one up with 4:17 left here in the second quarter.
This has become a really great game here. We still haven't had too many subs by Black. Alonzo Bowden has not come off the bench.
Lindstrom.
Paul Mann has not come off the bench either.
Lindstrom forward to Baxter. Baxter 2-on-1. Butler, nice job there, but
Our
Baxter breaks off of it.
boy again.
And he is going to get it in there.
I think that's his fourth goal for the night.
14-14. He came off the bench here.
To tie the game.
Severin.
Looks like we got it. Oh, look at the 4 guys on Severin. Wide open Jeremiah Baxter down court for the goal.
Yeah, Butler's going to cruise in and re-give the lead to Black.
Got 3:44 here left in the second quarter.
It's been
Here's
back
an
and
inbound.
forth all game
Oh
long.
yeah, great game. Got an inbound from Joe to Lindstrom here. Nice pick by Baxter. He's going to outpush Jeremiah and Severin. Split the
Way
D on
gone.
that one. The problem was there, Jeremiah came down court at him. You don't come down court at a guy who's moving that fast.
And it was Baxter again who made a very good pick there for Lindstrom
Which
to
is
be set
unusual
free.
because Baxter's a high pointer. He should be up there spreading the court.
Got somebody as quick as Lindstrom out there. I'll set a pick for him anywhere on the floor.
If he needs me, I'll do it for him too. Severin following his pick behind Rob here.
He's
Oh,
gone.
and he's gone. Steve's quick, but he's not that quick.
So you said breakdown defensively there for Yellow?
I did. I saw Tim come in and set the first pick. Rob set the second pick, and Joe just kind of sliced at Severin's wheel, and that was not enough to stop him.
Lindstrom far side from
Oh,
us. A
big
huge
hit
hit
from
there.
Lindstrom.
Forward to
Across the court,
Baxter.
Steve.
He's got Severin coming
We need a
behind
pick.
him. Baxter trying to push his way. Leaves it up. Off to Gillickson.
He's sealing
And
the
a big hit
backside.
there
He's
off
sealing
of
the
Baxter,
backside here.
But a good pass to Lindstrom.
We still haven't seen number 4 for Yellow either.
Lauren Strong.
Lauren
no.
Strong.
And a timeout here on the floor. 3:01 left. 16-16. Josh Raketic, Chris Hall alongside me. It's Quad Rugby, sponsored by Highmark and the Pittsburgh Steelers 31st Annual National Veterans Wheelchair Games, co-presented by Paralyzed Veterans of America and the Department of Veterans Affairs. A great crowd here tonight, Chris.
Yeah,
they
great
are
energy.
loud and they are really excited for some Quad Rugby.
We've got some we got a drum circle down here on the
Yeah,
end.
look at that.
Look at this. This is great.
Bongo or tambourine, just giving it out. How has Pittsburgh really welcomed these games here this year, Chris?
Oh, everybody I've seen has been happy to see us veterans and chairs. You know, they love my hair. I've got the black and
I love it
gold.
too. I mean, it's
I've got the
pretty
black
neat.
and gold going on here for Pittsburgh, and they love it. And the volunteers have been great. The people in Pittsburgh have been awesome. And there's a lot of friends and family here that are rooting on these guys.
And how about the support and the fans and in these crowds that you've seen from the Pittsburghers?
Oh, it's been great. These people have been awesome. They're all excited. They're all ready to go, and we appreciate it for sure.
And black and yellow right now, just like the Pittsburgh team's black
The
and
pride
yellow.
of Pittsburgh,
They
yeah.
are not disappointing anybody out here today. Putting on a very, very good matchup. 16-16, 3:01 left to go. How important is it for one of these teams to try to maybe get a 2 or 3 goal lead going into the halftime break?
You know, really, the smarter teams like to keep it point for point. I was actually talking to Ryan Lindstrom before the game, and he was really concerned about just keeping it close. If they could keep it point for point, it comes down to mistakes at the end of the game, and he really thinks he's got the advantage there.
And you've seen that's what's really gotten Yellow back into the game against Black. They had a string of turnovers there 3 or 4 times, not in a row, but you know, every other possession, and that's really going to kill you here.
It will. And, you know, Black's really got to tighten that up. They've got to watch the turnovers because Lindstrom will come from behind and surprise him.
We're going to see some subs coming in here for Black. It's number 3, Paul Mann will check in.
Right, he's going to take the place of Jeremiah Butler. And Tim Jones is back in, number 10. Yellow comes out with the first time, number 4. I called it.
Lauren Strong.
On the break there, Lauren Strong.
And Robert Schooler is also in for Black. So everybody getting some minutes here.
Paul Mann really needs to spread the court for Sevron because with Tim inbounding, they're just going to double Scott down low, and Tim's really going to have to come in and get the ball out. Paul needs to pick this ball up here.
Oh, he couldn't hang on. Ball is loose. Lindstrom trying to get to it. A huge hit there
by Lindstrom and Tim Jones. Looks like ball is off of Yellow. It'll be back to Black. They got lucky
Black
there.
really catches a break there from Paul Mann not being able to corral that one. So Black will maintain possession. And this is kind of bread and butter territory for Scott.
This is going to be tough, though. With the double they're going to run on Scott, Paul is really not a strong outlet pass. And they can really shut Tim down with him being on the baseline like that.
Great job from Baxter.
So here comes Tim Jones to actually set Severn free. And he really needs to be the postman. There he is in the post.
Inside, and I think that will be a shot clock violation.
Oh, wow, shot clock violation. I don't know if we reset the shot clock on that one.
And it won't turn on.
Now the shot clock won't turn on. There we go. We got it fixed now.
So a shot clock violation. I think Scott trying to find the perfect play there instead of taking what was given to him.
Right, he was waiting for a solid pick, and his picker was wrapped up, Rob. So Timothy actually had to come over and set the pick. Tim needs to be the postman and be in the key, and he was not there.
And his top pick man is on the bench right now, Timothy Vixen.
Yeah. Oh, nice shutdown on the sideline by Tim Jones. Pass back to Joe. Joe's running up the sideline with Tim Jones. Ryan Lindstrom trying to get out in front for a pass. Need to get it across half court.
We're running Baxter short down here.
We got Baxter and Lindstrom. Oh, we got a loose ball.
Ball was loose out of bounds. Last touch by Black. It will stay with Yellow. You did have Lindstrom and Baxter forward on that play. Nobody in a black shirt even close.
Okay, it looks like we're trying to set up a pick for Lindstrom here to get out. But he needs to move on. Lindstrom's doubled. It's not going to happen.
And they're doubling
Looks like
Baxter
we're going to get a give and go. Looks like we're going to get a give and go here. And they're 3 of them trapped there with 2 guys. That's not good.
And a whistle.
Looks like we might have leaving the court.
There was a timeout by Lindstrom.
He wanted to call the timeout before he got hit off the court.
And that was a good timeout there.
Yeah, definitely. I think that's actually our first timeout that's been called in the game.
Now, I have to ask you this. They had not crossed it over midcourt yet. You need 12 seconds to do so. Is that 12 seconds going to reset now that they called the timeout?
Once the ball leaves the court, they had a reset there on the 12 seconds, and now they have the reset on the 12 seconds and 10.
Okay.
Called the timeout.
So we'll have a fresh 12 to get it over now.
Another double on Lindstrom. Looks like we're going to try the give and go again here with Joe and our low pointer. Joe's right there on the sideline. Real strong hit by Severn to knock the ball out of the low pointer. Tim Jones scoop it up, and he's got a pick on the backside by Paul Mann.
Baxter tried to back up, and
Severn's trying to get out to be his postman. Rob's trying to seal the corner here, but it's not done. Lindstrom over there to close the hole.
Jones.
We got 2 guys in the key. Yellow needs to line up a key defense here, and they're really not communicating that to the rest of the team. So since everybody's not in the key, they've got an opening.
And a whistle.
Looks like 4 in the key. Number 4 came in on the backside. Number 4 on Yellow, Lauren Strong, jumped in the key when we already had 3 in there. That's our second 4 in the key call. One was on Todd from Black, and we've got another one here on Lauren Strong.
And that's going to send him off here.
I think Lauren's also a local Pittsburgh guy.
Rugby team is the Pittsburgh Angels. I was talking about your sorry about that.
16-16, 140 left to go here in the second quarter. Josh Roquette, Chris Hall alongside me here. We'll have 4-on-3 action. Black with the power play, or the advantage, so to speak.
Black's really going to run some time off the clock here. I think Sevron's going to use the whole 40-shot clock here to really get it down to about 30 seconds left in the game. Maybe not.
Ooh, nice little turn there, and he will go in for the score. Up by one.
Really trying to use the shot clock smartly here at the end of the game. If he scores quickly there, it gives Yellow short time to score. So they want to get last goal at the end of the quarter here to try and take an advantage into halftime.
Baxter with it, the Pittsburgh native. Good defense there from number 3, Paul
We're getting close to 12 seconds again. Backcourt violation call. With Lindstrom doubled, he had nobody to get the ball out to. Joe couldn't get across half court because he was being covered by Lindstrom. And Steven couldn't get across half court because Paul Mann actually got a solid pick there.
So Black
inbound for Black. Tim Jones on the sideline here into Scott Severn.
And this is big if they can get a little run here and try to get a 2 or 3 goal lead towards the end of the half.
Right, we've got a key defense set up here. Ryan Lindstrom in the middle. Looks like Rob has got Lawrence Strong picked out in that corner. And Severn decided to bully his way through instead of pushing around the corner.
Yeah, right at Lindstrom there, and a 2-goal lead now here for Black.
Yellow's
no.
open. Oh, did he hit the cone?
Yeah, no goal.
Looks like a turnover. Yeah, Sevron hit the cone. Oh, Ryan's trapped in between Tim Jones and Severn. Oh, and Joe follows a nice pick by Steve, the local boy. And here,
forward. Baxter's there. If he can get it forward, he could not get it
forward.
forward.
We got another double here by Paul Mann and
Baxter's
Tim Jones.
still here, wide open. He
Oh!
missed Baxter down on the side.
Baxter wide open deep, and they make the ill-advised pass over Scott Sevron, and he intercepts.
And a 2-goal swing there, really. One that should have been for Yellow to tie the game, and right back down the floor for Black. Now they are up by 2.
They're really at a disadvantage here with their low pointers off the court. Yellow is, because Lindstrom's kind of short on pickers here. So they're looking for a way out. There's no picker there to set a pick. Oh, it looks like we got Scott Severn on illegal use of hands.
Gillickson has had some trouble rotating the far man down the floor and moving that long pass forward.
He's a lower functioning player, so he has kind of a hard time getting that ball over big tall Scott Severn. Scott Severn sitting in the penalty box here with a reach. He said he's nowhere near his arms, is
And
what
just
he
like
said.
any good player, he doesn't like the officiating when it comes down to it.
None of us ever do, but we try and tell the referees we love them every once in a while.
Here comes
Ryan Lindstrom's going to try for a penalty goal here to get a 2 last second goals. Look at Tim Jones in the box. Oh, he's going to he almost got hit out for a penalty goal. Lindstrom backs it in. Here comes.
They have it there. They have one in the box there. They have one in the box.
Paul,
here,
penalty goal.
Yeah, they got it.
Here it is. And Scott's going to stay in the box for another goal here by Yellow. Mental mistakes by Black. What happened here? I thought this was a penalty goal.
6 seconds left, 18-17. Trying to move it forward. Ball's loose. That will go out of bounds. It should go
Yellow's
with
going to
Yellow.
get it back.
So this
Here
is
at
big.
their own goal line.
4 seconds. Now it actually just ticked down to 3. So I'm going to guess with 3 seconds
It
here.
looks like we're going to try a last second goal. Lindstrom's going to sit in the middle. We're going to try and get Joe his long pass over top of Tim Jones here and just roll right across the goal line with it.
You could almost try maybe a streak or something like you'd see in football.
Right, here comes Steven up the middle.
Baxter's there.
Oh,
He can push
Baxter
across
on
here,
the last
and he
second
does.
goal. Beautiful. That was a beautifully executed play.
It was almost like a fade pattern in football there, when you see that wide receiver streaking down the middle of the field, and a great pass.
And they're just
from
putting a triple
Gillickson.
on Severn here, so there's no last chance goal. Tie game at halftime, 18 all.
18-18 going into the half. We're going to take a break. Don't go anywhere. Second half coverage of Quad Rugby, sponsored by Highmark and the Pittsburgh Steelers. When we come back, it's Josh Roquette, Chris Hall on xable.com, the 31st Annual National Veterans Wheelchair Games, co-presented by Paralyzed Veterans of America and the Department of Veteran Affairs.